Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. I'm Hiral Dadia. Overall, if you see in terms of markets, again, a pretty flattish opening is what we've seen right now. 17,849 is where Nifty 50 is trading at. And again, no major moves coming in terms of Bank Nifty as well. However, we are seeing a lot of stock specific action in today's session. To discuss what's to be done with all these newsmakers today, joining us on the show is Sunny Agarwal, Head of Fundamental Equity Research at SBI Cap Securities. Sunny, good morning and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for inviting me on the show.
Always a pleasure. Sunny, let's start with Bajaj Finance. The profits have jumped around 30%, and this is mainly on the back of a higher core income. Both the counters, finance and FinServ, are seeing some positive moves in today's day of trade. What would you advise an investor to do from a valuation perspective, all these newsmakers, as well as if you see in terms of the performance?
Again, a very rock solid performance by Bajaj Finance. But
Sunny, good morning and welcome.
Anyway, the guidance which the management has given that next for FY24 they will be growing at the rate of more than 25%. But having said that, the valuation continue to remain stable. So right now, if I look at the valuation of FY24, the Bajaj Finance is trading at price to book of more than 5x price to book multiple. Hence, what we feel is that despite of good result, the stock may continue to trade in a range bound near to 6,000 plus minus 1,500 rupees. So if I want to take a view for 6 to 9 months, it may continue to remain in a range. But once the street start discounting FY25 or FY26 number 6 months or 9 months down the line, then we may see upside in the stock. So meanwhile, what I feel is it will remain range bound.
Right. Moving on from there on, from the financial space, you have HDFC Life Insurance. The profits have fallen and missed estimates. However, majority of the brokerages are of the opinion that core growth is expected to improve, and this is mainly on the back of the banker partners. Now, margins are expected to remain pretty much flattish. Growth is expected to normalize. Valuations is what they're finding attractive. What would your view be on HDFC Life?
So again, if I look at a life insurance as a sector, so this sector has got a long runway in India for a growth potential. Although there may be a short-term hiccup because of the change in taxation norm, which we have seen in the recent amendment to the union budget. So that has also led to some uptick in the numbers for the fourth quarter. So again, the story is very similar to Bajaj Finance. Short-term, there may be some hiccups due to some regulatory hurdle. But again, in a long term, I am very bullish on HDFC Life as a business. So if somebody is a long-term investor, definitely it's a gradual add in the portfolio. So what we feel is that the company will consistently deliver, has got a potential to deliver 15 to 20% earning growth over next 3 to 5 years.
Right. So that's with regards to where HDFC Life goes. Moving on, Maruti Suzuki. Now, their profits have risen 43% on higher sales. Realizations have been good as well. The estimates is something that Maruti has beat in this quarter. How are you looking at a Maruti? And simultaneously, if you see Bajaj Auto as well, the prospects are looking pretty strong. So your view on these two stocks and the auto sector as a whole?
Yeah, so Maruti, we are very bullish on Maruti. So what we have seen is that Maruti has got a very robust order book. The new product which they have launched, they are seeing a very good healthy demand traction. There was a gap in the portfolio in terms of market share for sports SUV. And the Maruti has went on record to say that their market share will gradually improve in FY24. At the same time, what we have seen is that the operating margin, which used to be hovering around 7 to 8% 2 years back, now they have crossed the double-digit number. So we are very bullish on Maruti in a passenger vehicle space, and one should add this stock in a core long-term portfolio with a price target of 10,500, 11,000 rupees. Again, auto as a whole, what we feel the select pocket like passenger vehicle, commercial vehicle will continue to do well. Within two-wheeler, you need to be very selective, like TVS Motor is relatively better play in the two-wheeler space. Eicher, though the stock has corrected, hence the downside seems to be limited. If somebody is a long-term investor, he can gradually add Eicher. Bajaj, after the recent rally in the Bajaj Auto, I would like to turn a little bit cautious because what I feel all the positives are in the stock price. So I would like to wait for stock price to correct. And at the same time, I would like to monitor what is the situation in export market like Nigeria. where they are facing some issues because of the dollar supply and all those stuff. So Bajaj Auto right now, I would like to be cautious. And so my top pick among the auto segment will be Maruti, commercial vehicle, Ashok Leyland. And then there are many auto ancillary one can write this story on, like Minda Corp, Gabriel India, for that matter, GNA Excel, Sona BLW, JBM Auto, etc., so on and so forth. Yeah.
Right. So that's with regards to where auto players are concerned in today's day of trade. Moving on, if you see FMCG as a pack, you have Nestle, you have Britannia, you have Tata Consumers, which has already reported numbers. HUL will be reporting numbers in today's session. Firstly, your view in terms of an HUL. And secondly, how are you seeing FMCG companies as an investment opportunity taking valuations again?
So again, within FMCG, what we have seen is that the worst in terms of the raw material cost inflation is behind for most of the majority of the FMCG companies. So for this quarter, fourth quarter, we may see a margin expansion for most of the FMCG players. So today, HUL, what I believe is that should able to beat the street in terms of the margin expansion story. And FMCG is the only sector where we see there can be an earning upgrade post this quarter numbers. So our topic within the FMCG continue to remain Hindustan Unilever. Again, the story is correction in crude oil price, crude oil and its derivative prices. At the same time, the company has been able to hold its demand in its core portfolio as well as on the innovative portfolio. Then second pick is ITC. Tata Consumer, again, it's a very good long-term story. If somebody sees food portfolio, the food portfolio has got a potential to deliver 1,500 to 2,000 crore EBITDA in next 3 to 5 years. So that's again a pretty long story one can add in the portfolio. Yeah.
Right. So that's with regards to FMCG players. Moving on, you have a Poonawalla FinCorp which reported numbers. It's the highest ever profitability at almost 181 crores, and they've declared 100% dividend as well. What are you making of this counter overall?
So we are very bullish on Poonawalla FinCorp. So after looking at the number of Poonawalla FinCorp, I remember the trend is very similar to Bajaj Finance few years back. So no complaint. All cylinders firing. Valuation still relatively cheaper, trading at 3 price to book value multiple. What I feel it should be added in the core portfolio with a price target of 400, 450 in the next 12 to 18 months.
Right. So that's with regards to Poonawalla FinCorp. Moving on, you have a Raymond, which is buzzing in trade today. Overall, with regards to Raymond, again, there are news reports suggesting that there is something brewing with Godrej as well. What do you make of a Raymond?
So Raymond, the portfolio which is up for sale has got a total annual sales of 500 crore. And what we have seen is that historically any FMCG deal happen at 4 to 5x price to sales multiple. If I take that into account, I believe the deal should happen at, if it goes through, at 2,000 to 2,500 crore. And the Raymond own almost 48 to 50% in this company. So almost 1,200 to 1,300 crore inflow we should see for Raymond. And that's the total net debt as of December 22 ending quarter. So what I feel is post this deal that Raymond as a company will turn net cash positive company, and that will lead to the further rating of the company going forward. Yeah.
Right, so that's with regards to where Raymond goes. Apart from these names, Sunny, any other counters which are buzzing in trade which come to your radar that one should be looking at?
Yeah, so apart from, all the stocks we have discussed, what I feel is that banking as a sector is one sector which one should not keep on one radar. So banks like ICICI Bank, where we may see where we have seen a consistent good performance by the bank. At the same time, valuations are relatively comfortable. So what I feel is that the trading range in the ICICI Bank, which was earlier 800, 900 rupees, it should gradually shift towards the 1,000, 1,100 band. So whenever the market support, there is an uptick in the market, we will see ICICI Bank picking up very quickly from here. The same is the case with HDFC Bank. So we have seen that a lot of positive development in terms of regulatory approval, so on and so forth. Again, the bank continue to expand very well. So during the last 2-3 years, they have expanded their branch network at a very rapid pace, and the benefit of that we will see over the next 12 to 18 months in terms of deposit mobilization and sale and the cross selling of other products. So HDFC Bank. So banking as a sector, we are very bullish on, and that sector has gone in a kind of consolidation or sideways trade. But whenever there is a next up move moving, whenever Nifty moves above 17,800 and start moving towards 18,200 or 18,400, banking as a sector will start outperforming the market.
Right. So that's going to be a space what one should be watching out for.
Yeah.
And overall, as Sunny is mentioning as well, clearly, it is in consolidation phase right now, but the next big up move that we will see in terms of the markets as well, banking is expected to be one of the key contributors as well. Thank you, Sunny, so much for joining us on the show and giving us those details in terms of what should be done with the newsmakers of the day. Thank you. Stay safe and speak to you soon again.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.